And let's get the conversation started with Rick talking about Burrow being injured. Jake Browning gets the start tonight. The old Washington quarterback. Uh, Jake Browning was no slouch, you guys. And you're going up against the Rams team here. They kind of lack in talent, but man, so far it's been pretty awesome. Puka Nakoa, he's pretty cool, right? He looks like Cooper Kupp out there. And Stafford looks a little bit healthier too. That's a good thing. Burrow needs the rest, you guys. There's a problem. There's no reason. I just don't see him passing any tests tonight to get out there the way this momentum of this line. Although I did see some 2.5s kind of creeping back up. This total is dropping rapidly right now. This feels like steam. Oh no. This feels like steam. I'm showing 43s now at a couple of offshore books. And DK is down to 43.5, juice to the under. Right now, this game has to be getting hit. I'm not showing it as widely reported. It's already been steamed pretty heavily once, and it's going. Let me just update it because I feel like we're missing the boat here a little bit. I want to the stats aren't quite the same here for this total, but it is Monday night, isn't it? You have a team where you got a quarterback without any experience coming in here for the Bengals and the Rams. Things are feeling pretty positive for this situation, right? Considering that the Rams have split division games so far when maybe we were kind of counting them out a little bit heading into the season. Stafford has found a target in Nakua, although Nakua was on the injured list coming in, but I think he'll be good to go. How about him? He has 25 catches so far for 266 yards. He's one of the league's best players. Now, he did have an injury designation last week as well and still had a big game. Rams with McVay, they're 20-13-1 against the spread coming off a loss. You could have had bigger points than this. I mean, they don't, it's not like a listed pitcher. You could have got well in advance here of the number as high as 7.5 in the look-aheads. I think by the time they took the game off the board and reissued it down at 4 or so and then quickly down to 3 and now to 2. I think it offers a great opportunity to take an 0-2 Bengals team at home. I don't think the Rams have put it all together just yet. Even though this is an improvement, it looks like over last year. Let's maybe have to give McVay a little bit of credit. I think he knew that last year he kind of admitted, right? He threw his hands up in the air, had some fun late in the season with a guy with Baker, remember. So get Stafford healthy and all that. And now you have them back in there. Rams have gone under in 8 of their last 9 road games. Well, there may be a push in there for some on one of the games, but nonetheless, only one of the last 9 games have truly gone over the total with the Rams on the road. And the Bengals still, maybe the defense is down a little bit too, but still probably a playoff caliber defense. I would think the Bengals still can muster here at home. You're 0-2, 0-2s against 1-1s at home. This is actually a good situation. And the Burrow situation is going to keep a lot of people off the Bengals, but I'm going to lay them. I'll probably just lay the money line maybe. I think it's going to be a low, ugly scoring type of game. Bengals are 14-7 against the spread off a loss. I know a lot of people threw out the trends on this one because of the Burrow situation, but I don't, Joe Burrow is a Pro Bowl caliber quarterback. We know. We don't have to get into it. Jake Browning is inexperienced, but he was a gunslinger. I think we can all agree that he was a gunslinger in a typical Washington Husky tradition. See what they're doing now. And, look, Penix is awesome, and he might be a guy who could challenge for the Heisman Trophy this year. But Jake Browning was pretty awesome too. And Michael Penix would have to finish off a great season. Jake Browning accomplished a lot at Washington. Michael Penix, he's been with some other schools, and he's just kind of rolling at Washington. He's a good quarterback, a veteran quarterback. Browning did it for years. He was that, he was that team. Let me get your comments here rolling here a little bit. I'm on the Bengals, you guys. I'm on the home teams tonight in this one, and it might be okay. Bobby's driving. I'm having like a private conversation with Bobby. It's okay, Bobby. We only got like 60 people watching here right now. And but I get almost like 1,000 people. Well, less now because I had a co-host, Bobby, for like a year, and she was wonderful and terrific. And she got her own show because she was so good. All right. Injuries galore. Thomas will take the Rams on the money line as a dog. Verley says, give me the Rams in those points. Look, I'm an old Rams fan. And Bobby is too. But Bobby's, I want to say, he's a 49ers fan, first and foremost. But we've had some conversation. He's, hey, how can you like the Rams if you like the Niners? He hates the Rams. I'm teasing him. So, all right, you guys, don't give any trust into Jake Browning. Darren's on there. All right. Okay, thanks, Darren. Yeah, this one opened as high as 47, but when it was reissued, it was at 45.5. And then as soon as it was, somewhat obvious. Look, Burrow is not even officially out of this game yet. But yeah, and that's funny, right, Freaky? That's what I'm saying. The this is the ESPN main Monday night game. Yeah, don't forget that. Rams won the Super Bowl just 2 years ago. Yeah, but the Bengals have had their share of success. So you could see what the people were thinking a little bit, right, when putting two Monday night games together. And with the Eagles and Bucks, it could go wrong. The Bucks were considered to be in a situation where they're, getting it back together, and put the Eagles on the road where it could be a little bit tougher. But the Bengals have been a nice, pleasant surprise so far, as have the Rams. So I'm taking the Bengals. I'm taking Jake Browning and a little bit of defense. Maybe the Rams. They really don't have a lot of weapons anymore necessarily. To remember, before Nakua sprung onto the scene, and I don't think he was getting any attention. Right, he was the hottest waiver wire pickup after week one. He came out of, well, I don't say out of nowhere. I mean, he was a hot college prospect in a way, but it's a miracle what's gone on at this point with Nakua. All right, I'm on the Bengals, and I think you guys got to read on, but please get my premium picks for tonight at the website where I'm hot, Bobby. Check out our website. See